Opinions expressed by the hosts, guests, or messages posted in chat are strictly their own personal views and do not reflect the views of Bolin Services Inc., a 501c3 nonprofit organization, nor does it reflect the views of the sponsors of this program. Political commentary, if any, are strictly personal opinions and should not be construed as endorsements of or opposition to any political party, candidate, or voter initiative by Bolin Services Inc. This audio-visual presentation is copyrighted by Kenneth W. Bolin. No rebroadcast, retransmission, simulcast, or other distribution of this video or the audio associated with it is permitted without the express written permission of Kenneth W. Bolin. All original content on this presentation is owned in full and solely by Kenneth W. Bolin.
Warning, the following podcast has extremely high levels of Kenny Bolin. Studies have shown that excessive exposure to Kenny Bolin may have damaging effects to your physical and mental well-being. Viewer discretion is advised. No, seriously, we mean it. There will be naughty words, lots of them, probably. Now you've been warned. This warning sponsored by the Story Time with Dutch Mantel.
For those of you that love that opening theme, you're going to have to catch it another day, because the team, are late as hell. We got a new member already. Sarah, if you're out there, I'm going to post, if you have an iPhone and you're looking to get a membership, I will post instructions on how to get a membership for those of you that have an iPhone. It has been an extremely busy day. As you can tell, I've been too damn busy to still get a haircut, and it might be a little while longer, so hang in there. I got back late today to put the heat on Bob, which is where it belongs. Bob was kind enough to set the show up tonight, and I really appreciate that. I'm going with fall colors tonight because we almost have some fall weather coming in here. Saturday or Sunday. I think we're supposed to have a high of 82. We won't know how to act around here because our humidity has been in the hundreds lately. Hello, Brian. Welcome with your membership. We appreciate that. That's kind of the intentions of the show, is to get a membership and to support the show. So, if you're a subscriber, I think you have to be a subscriber for 5 days before you can comment. But if you drop $3 a month to support the show, to support the people that we help, you can comment immediately. And ladies and gentlemen and boys and girls and children, and well, almost scared to mention that with the Epstein files. We might alert Jeffrey Epstein and Donald Trump to be dropping in here, or y'all going, well, Jeffrey Epstein's dead. Well, we thought he was, but we think he's been resurrected from the dead, because sure are a lot of people talking about him these days. And hello, Starmaker, we appreciate it. But no, Bob was kind enough to create the show for me tonight because he knew I was pressed for time. And there's Sarah. Sarah got it all figured out. Look at there. How you doing, Sarah? Sarah is the lovely and beautiful and talented daughter of a dear, longtime friend of mine named Colette. We'll leave it at that. If she wants to reveal her last name, it's up to her. So we already got 2 new members. So we gotta love that. And Sarah, has been a very sweet friend, and I haven't heard from her in a long time, but she saw that I wasn't mentioned in the Epstein files. I was mentioned in the Netflix files is how she found out about me. See, it's Donald Trump that's in the Epstein files. That's where you'll find that at. For those of you that haven't seen it, there is a great video, and I hope he don't mind me telling everybody that he's the one that sent it to me, because he did. And he's a dear friend of mine. Y'all know the Sinister Minister, James Mitchell. Well, James and I are very I hope he doesn't mind being linked as a friend of mine. If he does, it's a little late now. But the minister and I probably write each other damn near every day, and he cracks me up. He's funny as hell. I think I get a chuckle out of him every now and then. But he sent me a video, and it wasn't really that he was picking sides. Okay, maybe he was. Of a military professional interrogator analyzing a video as if he were interrogating Trump. Here, Trump lying and denying, as you would say. And I feel pretty confident anybody with any common sense can listen to these daily rambling ons and know when somebody's lying to you. He broke it down. I thought I was doing a pretty good job of saying, pointing out, okay, this is why he's lying. Not just that his lips are moving, but this is why. Oh, my God. Now, if you're a Trump supporter and you believe anything he tells you, then you might not like that video, because even a blithering, as some people have written me and told me, even a moron with a fourth grade education would understand this. And if you're not a moron and still have a fourth grade education, you really should be able to understand this. But for those of you I've sent the video to, make sure to watch that in its entirety, and it breaks it down better than I've ever seen done. To where, okay, well, that makes sense. And then there's things that you hear that don't make sense, and that's what you want to pay attention to. Now, this ain't all going to be about the Trumpstein files today. We're going to talk, for those of you that still want to talk about the death of Hulk Hogan / Terry Bollea. I'm of a better mind to speak about that today. The positives and negatives that went along with that character and that person. Anybody wants to ask questions or talk about that, we're free to do so. And it's time I start getting treated with a little bit more respect on this show. What other podcast can you tune into that's live and interactive and lets you participate with us on a nightly, daily basis that has as its co-host a person who's been in the pro wrestling business for 32 years, a person that might be labeled as the greatest manager ever in the history of wrestling? And yes, I'm including the little cult that y'all worship over there on that other podcast that never goes live and never interacts because, the questions get a little hard sometimes. Ask Donald Trump. He went to a golf course that he owns for 5 days to get away. He can't believe that information travels overseas. It blows him away. That includes the late, great Paul Bearer. That includes Captain Lou Albano. That includes Slick. Any manager that you can name in pro wrestling today, I'm right up there with them, if not above them. Bobby the Brain Heenan told me that the torch had been passed to me, that my greatness may not never be surpassed. And there's a reason for that. It's called quality of work. It's called quality of work. Body of work. Who else has ever managed as many wrestlers as me? Started them from scratch, started them from dirt, and got them jobs in major league wrestling companies, and 54 of them got an opportunity in the WWE. That doesn't even count the ones that ended up in TNA, AEW, New Japan, NWA. I forgot about those poor guys. They're actually doing pretty good these days. MLW. Many of my people ended up there if they didn't end up full-time in the WWE, but 54 of them got an opportunity in the WWE. 54. And in the last pay-per-view that you people watched, feel free to comment, people. Don't be shy. Don't be bashful, because I'm not going to be shy and bashful anymore. I'm tired of being humble on this show. I'm tired of acting like I've never done anything. I'm tired of being shy. Filipinos, y'all know that word. I'm tired of being shy. We're going to start addressing my accolades on this show. The things that I've accomplished that no other manager's done. The things that I've accomplished that a lot of wrestlers haven't done. How many of you wrestlers out there have beaten John Cena in a wrestling match on television? Well, that list is mighty damn small, son. That list is mighty damn small. But I'm on it. I'm on that list of people that's beaten John Cena on a wrestling show. I beat Rico Costantino on a live televised, well, I don't know if it's live, but a televised wrestling show. I beat the Big Show. Sadly enough, Mark Henry, he don't like that too much. He don't even like to acknowledge that, and I don't blame him. Matt Capitelli. Who else? But the big one was John Cena. Rob Conway, NWA World Heavyweight Champion for a period of time. I've beaten them all. As a manager, not as a pro wrestler, but as a manager, I beat all these people. But John Cena's right at the top of the list. And his father even says that's a great accomplishment. I'm his father, and I never even beat him. Or I didn't beat him in a pro wrestling match either. And then if those accolades ain't enough for you to be the greatest manager ever in the history of wrestling and never actually work full-time for any of the major companies, unless you want to consider Ohio Valley Wrestling a major company, not only are those accolades not high enough, I retired in 2012. In 2012. And people say, well, the King, you still cut one of the best promos in wrestling, and you haven't even been in wrestling since 2012. You're one of the best podcast promos there is. And look at the views you get. You got 10,000 subscribers, and the algorithms just mess with you. Well, they mess with me because I tell you people what you should hear, not what you want to hear. That's why the algorithms mess with me. And I use a lot of foul language on this show, and the algorithms don't like that. I talk bad about whoever's the president of the United States. If they're a pedophile, I do that. Oh, what about Bill Clinton? If Bill Clinton was on Epstein Island, and make sure you watch the interrogation video. Make sure you watch the interrogation video and see when Trump says, don't look at me, but Bill Clinton was on that island 78 times. He has a specific number. He was on the flight logs one time. Hang in there, train. Just give me a chance to rant on a little bit. You just hang in there. But if Bill Clinton was on the plane one time on the flight logs, that's all they can find him on there, which is more than enough. And he was on the island 78 times, and Donald Trump knows that. That's a specific number he threw out yesterday. Well, if Donald Trump was on the flight logs at least 7 times, let's do that number, 7 times 78. That's about 490 times that Donald Trump, according to his own math, was probably on Epstein Island. He knew a lot of specifics about that island. He was asked to come to the island, but he turned it down. Well, let's put it this way. If Jeffrey Epstein comes up to me or Jim Cornette or Dutch Mantell or Jerry the King Lawler or Rick and Robert Gibson or the Midnight Express, comes up to any of us and is comfortable enough to say, hey, would you guys like to come to Epstein Island? Now, I've got a list of a few of those that if they had the money, might have went. But for him to be comfortable enough to come up and ask me, hey, King, hey, Starmaker, you're a pretty big deal in the wrestling business, not to have made the big time. How would you like to come to Epstein Island? Well, number one, he must have some thoughts deep down in his brain. Of course, Epstein wasn't friends of mine for 25 years, 20 years, 15 years, whatever Trump wants to own up to on a particular day. For him to be that comfortable to ask me if I'd like to go to Epstein Island, he must have some thoughts about what type of person I am. And those are the people that he asked to go to Epstein Island. So whether Trump wants to own up he's ever there, and he was. And then again, some people pointed out, well, Epstein Island came to Trump. Because Epstein Island, we're going to get to other stuff, folks, I promise. Epstein Island came to Trump. What do you think Mar-a-Lago was? So then he complains that Epstein did a horrible thing. Well, I got rid of Epstein because he was a horrible person. He did a horrible thing. He did something that was very, very uncouth, very unethical. Oh, what did he do? Everybody's thinking, God, he was banging little kids. No, that's not the answer Trump gave. He stole my employees. Okay, let's narrow that down. What employees did he steal? Oh, let me think. I'm having trouble. Stole some of my masseuses. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Epstein came over and stole your masseuses. How'd that go? Why did he steal your masseuse? By the way, Donald, you had a masseuse that committed suicide not too long ago. She was recruited by Jeffrey Epstein from Mar-a-Lago at the age of 17. She's a little old for Trump. At the age of 17, did you know she committed suicide not long ago? Oh, no, I didn't know. Oh, yeah, well, she used to work for you, and she was recruited by Jeffrey Epstein. Okay, well, here's the question. Jeffrey Epstein never had a parlor. He didn't have a place for a need of a masseuse. He didn't have a hotel. He didn't have anything for this person to work at. But Trump was concerned and pissed that he was recruiting his employees and stealing them from him. Well, number one, if Epstein was stealing them from him and offering him a better job, he's mad because they went somewhere else and took more money? Or he's mad that Epstein was coming over there and taking his little girls, his little teenagers from him. That's a good possibility, too. But didn't know the little girl committed suicide and ran it and raped. So we'll get into more of that later. How you doing, Sarah? Now, Sarah, you have a membership. Sarah giving us double views. She's over on Facebook, and she's over, and she's got a membership, I think. I think I saw that. Tyler, Paul, Rebecca. I thought I saw Sarah get a membership. I'm missing something. Sarah, honey, you better get a membership. Don't make me mad at you. Now, the other thing, before I invite my co-host in, who was kind enough to actually show up tonight, apparently Bob is doing nerd night, COVID night, whatever he's doing over there. He's risking his life. He's putting his life in his hands. That woman is just fresh out of the COVID hospital. I guess she got an all clear. I always say trust the doctors and the scientists. So if the doctors and the scientists say she's okay, then Bob, I guess it's all right. You be there. Instead, over here where you should be, supporting me, supporting one of the biggest stars in podcasting today, the man who's been flooded by everybody. Pro Wrestling Illustrated contacted me today, wanted an interview, want me to appear on their podcast. Why? Because I am not a one-time Netflix star. I am a two-time, see, I can't say it, but two-time Netflix star on 2 series on Netflix, one of the biggest stars on podcasting today. I'm going to get a t-shirt that says Mr. Netflix. I think the memes have been great today. The memes of me with a crown and it says WWE Unreal. A lot of guys saying, King, why would you want to be associated with that show? I said, well, they didn't ask my permission. I am such a big star, I'm so hard to get, that they said, we can't afford Kenny Bolin. What we're going to do is we're just going to steal the footage and put him and John Cena in there without their permission. Well, I guess Cena gave their permission. I did not. So there's a lawsuit, Netflix. You paid me the first time. You didn't pay me the second time. Well, you're going to pay me. Trust me there. You're going to pay one way or the other. And I'm already getting paid. I sold 6 books today where people wrote me wanting a copy of my book. Why? We saw you on Netflix today. We saw you on Netflix. So they're going to pay me one way or the other. But Mr. Netflix is what you call me from now on. The biggest star, the biggest podcaster there is today. I don't give a damn about the views. I don't give a damn about the subscribes and the memberships and how much money we make. I have beaten every big star in the business. I've done segments on television with Stone Cold Steve Austin. I've been invited on his podcast twice. Have you? Have any of you been invited on Steve Austin's podcast? Not once, but twice? No, you have not. Have any of you got 2 series on Netflix? No, none of you do. And I don't mean to be arrogant about it. I don't mean to come on here huffing and puffing and blowing my house down, but that's what I'm going to start doing from now on. Because I deserve some respect around here. I deserve to be treated like the star that I am. Because I am a two-time Netflix series. Not just a 90-minute special. These are series, son. I could be on there countless more times because I've dealt with Randy Orton, Brock Lesnar. I'm just not going to sit here and name all 54 people. I ain't even going to do it. Look it up, bitches. Look it up. All right. Coltrane, you were late, and you picked a good day to be late because I had a lot to say, and I'm in a mood tonight. I almost uncased the crown and put it on my head tonight and demand you people, some of you ignorant rednecks out there that don't give me the respect I deserve, I almost uncased it and put it on my head for the whole show tonight, but I'm not going to do that. Nerd night, that's right, Brian Thompson. He elected to be on one of the biggest nights of my life. To be on Netflix for the second time. I had to be alerted to that by a podcaster in England, by the way. I didn't know. I found out 3 a.m. his time that I was back on Netflix again. So Bob ought to be over here with me celebrating, throwing confetti, sitting back smiling while I rant, because that's all I would need him for. But Coltrane, I'm going to give you a little bit more than that because you took the time, trouble, and effort to come in here from Phoenix, Arizona. Flew all the way from Phoenix, Arizona to be in here tonight and support the greatest podcaster that ever lived. Come on in here, Coltrane. Don't be shy. Don't be embarrassed. Oh, maybe I gotta Maybe I gotta.
Maybe we
Oh,
both
you
hit the
can.
button at the same time.
Well, no, I didn't hit the button. Is because I changed the email address. We're trying to get that corporate account with StreamYard, and I switched the email address from my standard one to the Bolin Services Incorporated email. And I sent them everything. They wanted my website. I said, well, my website's the YouTube channel. That's where we do our work. That's where we make our money. That's how we do our thing. And let's see, I'm on the left, you're on the right. That's fine. We can do that. We can do that. You don't want to be on the... I doubt you want to be on the right, do you? All right.
I'm good where I'm at.
Yeah, I got the fall background going there tonight. We still got Sarah up. Let's go here. Go through here real quick. Brian Thompson, brand new membership tonight. A little disappointed that Bob elected to hang out with nerds tonight and have fun instead of being over like you.
Look like?
Huh?
What does she look like?
Yeah, what does she look like? That's what I'm starting to wonder. How old is she?
There you go.
How old is she? That's what I want to know.
Jambi.
Yeah. Brian, hello, Starmaker. Now, these glasses are not for reading, they're to take the glare off this 70-inch computer screen I use. There's my sweet Sarah, who is the daughter of Colette, a longtime dear friend of mine. Jambi wrote a book a little while ago. What all that book say?
Yeah, I saw that.
Because of you, honey, I immediately look Choco to the vet. Well, yeah, we say. Well, hopefully we saved Choco. Jambi was also needing some more help, but I told her, and I'm having to make a lot of the Filipinos clear of this. We're here to help. We cannot be here to support. We can't pay every bill and every disaster you've got, as much as I'd love to. I mean, we got some heavy hitters out there. I got some big stars in the pro wrestling business. Where if they could donate what would be a small amount of money to them, over here it'd be a big amount of money to us. And if they donated to help us out, to help Filipino families, to help Louisville metro area homeless, we could do a hell of a lot more.
I know some of them have a per diem that would cover us for a while.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. But we do have Anthony Scaramucci coming on the 28th. I know PayPal has come aboard with us, and not so much from a financial standpoint, standpoint. Not so much from a financial standpoint, but they are here thankful and appreciative of what we do. Many of their executives watch our show, just about every show, from the peons to the executives, and they love that the PayPal logo is up there. I thought the Venmo's probably, I think Jambi's covering that up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there we go.
I think that opening promo was worth some donations, folks. I don't know what y'all think. Don't be ungrateful. Don't be ungrateful. There's the Venmo logo
Freaking
down there.
star over there.
Yeah, and let me see. Let me check and just see if there's been any donations off the. I mean, you would think people would hear that and go, you know what? I can't even hear that on Monday Night Raw.
There you go.
I don't even hear promos like that over there. I don't hear anybody with that type of confidence over there. And you know what? We ain't got one damn donation. Not one. So, Coltrane, we may not be here long tonight because I certainly ain't going to sit here and waste my time for free when I could be signing autographs in front of a Netflix building somewhere and making a shitload of money.
More books. Yeah.
Selling more books. Sold 6 today, so that's not too bad.
Yeah, I heard
not all of them have paid for them yet. There's let's put it this way. There's 6 orders in.
There you go.
We'll see.
Call it consignment orders.
Consignment. Well, we've had that happen before. There's a guy out there right now that owes us $240, and when he pays that, he'll be in good standings again. I did get word today, shout out and congratulations to Donald Flowers' daughter. She just graduated college, and she's getting ready to be a school teacher.
Oh, wow.
And he said he's going to make a nice challenge. He didn't say how much, but he's going to make a nice challenge in Thursday's show because he's going to be watching with his wife. I think his daughter's going to be watching the show. And he said he would make a nice challenge in her honor on the Thursday night show. So,
nice.
But that's Thursday. That ain't doing anything for Tuesday. And so, guys, if you're watching out there, and if it doesn't have to be the $35 donations that Michigan Mike makes all the time, the $50 donations that Jeff Sanford makes, the $60 donation that Nicole makes, the donations that Randy Satterley makes. It doesn't have to be anything like that. If everybody watching the show teamed up and donated $5 or $10, not even what you spend going out to eat. I used to say, spend the $5 you're going to spend eating out today. Well, those goddamn days are over.
Way.
When me and my son are guests at Becky Adcock's in the house. How you doing, Becky?
Hey, baby doll.
There's my cowboy. Oh God, flirting already. You got a big Netflix star sitting here, and you're flirting with not Ronnie Wilson, Charlie Wilson applies is what you did. Good to see Charlie back. Charlie missed. Charlie missed. Yeah, Shamar did a couple shows, but Charlie missed a couple of them. So where was I going, Coltrane? You're supposed to keep me in.
Damn it.
Damn it to hell.
Big Star. She was
Big
flirting.
Star. I've been saying that a lot. But yes, live interactive. We help people here. Every penny of what you donate goes to.
Oh, you were talking
help
about Donald
people.
Flowers' daughter graduating.
Oh, yeah. Donald Flowers. She's graduating, getting ready to become a school teacher, and we're going to make a little bit of a big deal out of that on the next show because nice. Donald said, if you do that for me, I'll make a nice, and I know what he means by nice. It'll probably be $100 or more to the show on the Thursday night show when the whole family can be watching. So we appreciate that. It's 10:17. I did get here real late tonight, and that might have slowed shit up a little bit. But there's a lot of you in here watching and haven't donated anything.
Hey, Brian, nice to meet you too.
Now are we members? Now we're subscribers only tonight. I think subscribers. Are we members only or subscribers only, or do you have a way to see?
Let me see. Subscribers only.
Subscribe. Okay. All right. And then we still picked up 2 new memberships anyway, so we appreciate that. And Ruby May watching over on Facebook. We appreciate that. And I'm gonna let Facebook stay up for our Filipino people until the freeloaders start showing up over there and trying to hijack the show, because it only costs $3 a month to support this show. And the other thing I want to point out to you, Bolin's always begging for money. Don't have to. We have 10,000 subscribers. Yeah, the algorithms fuck with us like a bitch. They do, and I'm aware of that. But you give the people what they want, and the viewers show up regardless of the algorithms. We got over 2,000 views, post views, of the Hulk Hogan show on here and on Facebook. Over 2,000 post views, and I haven't even looked today. That was as of yesterday. 2,000 post views. We're lucky to get 500 views the way the algorithms screw with us. But an extra 1,500 people showed up to hear what we had to say about Hogan. And that's another reason I'm one of the greatest podcasters in the history of podcasting, is that no one else can lay claim. And somebody from England pointed this out to me today. King, you're the one that taught Hulk Hogan how to do a promo. And you know why we know that? He couldn't do a promo before you, but all of a sudden in one lesson at Rupp Arena in 1977, I said 79 before. I'm old. I forgot the year. 1977. I forget the month, too. I bet I could look it up. But on one coached interview ordered by Jerry the King Lawler in 1977, backstage at Rupp Arena, I gave him one lesson at the age of 17, and all of a sudden he could start doing promos. He got in movies. He was Thunderlips in Rocky III. He was the AWA World Champion, and all of a sudden he uses the word brother the way Vince Russo uses the word bro. Lack of vocabulary is my guess. And all of a sudden turned that into a big wrestling career. He took one, and had my AirPod drop about sick of me bragging and stuff. And do I have the right one in? I don't know. I have no idea. But one lesson in Hulk Hogan all of a sudden could cut a promo. I taught Hulk Hogan how to do a promo. Now, it's a shame that I didn't give Terry Bollea some lessons in life. There we go. Wake up, Kenny. Get your speech together, son. At least when I flub up, I know it and I admit it. I don't do like Trump and just flub words together that he's never heard or seen before and act like he said them right.
That's the way it's said.
It's just, some of the words he has mutilated. And then to go on and what did he call Yosemite? Yosemite,
yeah.
Yosemite, yeah. And he said it like 3 times, like he'd never seen the word of the place before. Over in Yosemite. So, okay.
Didn't he name a Philippine president that's been dead for a while, too?
He did. And also claims that his uncle had all these accolades that he never had, and his uncle was dead and gone before Ted Kaczynski ever became the Unabomber. And he's told that story 3 times that I've seen. God knows how many other times he's told it on shit I didn't see. But he's told that story 3 times about how his uncle taught Ted Kaczynski at MIT, and Kaczynski didn't go to MIT. He went over there to broke-ass Berkeley School. That figures. He went over there to Harvard's where he went.
Even though it was basic crime fan knows that.
You would think. But no, not Mr. Orange. And the other thing I'm going to point out to you, and I said it on this show, God, probably a few years ago, and I had family members pointed out on this show, and this has now been confirmed by doctor friends of mine who have seen the footage of Trump. Trump's got syphilis, ladies and gentlemen. And it got backed up by 2 doctors that I know that saw the footage. They said, no, that is the telltale signs of syphilis. Well, guess what the White House is never going to tell you? Oh, by the way, the president has syphilis. Because Coltrane, what is the first thing they link that to when they say you got syphilis? How do you get syphilis, Coltrane?
The whores.
The whores. Who was
Pants.
and there was a wrestling promoter that used to do that too. The Hooers, because I heard Cornette making fun of him once. Those. But yeah, that's how you get syphilis. So the White House is never going to tell you Trump's got syphilis. I had a family member point out to me, no, he's got syphilis. And now 2 doctors have confirmed it, and now it's even worse than ever. The leg swelling, the foot, I have leg swelling too. I can assure you I don't have syphilis. Look at these hands, baby. Donald Trump would kill to have hands like that. But the skin irritations, the swelling, the feet swelling off the chart, and his hand is an absolute mess, covering it up with makeup. The man's got syphilis.
Yeah.
The man has syphilis, and they are never going to admit that. And by the way, 78 times 7, that's about 560 trips, give or take, to Epstein Island, according to his own math, because Bill Clinton went once. He was on the flight logs once, but he went 78 times, and Trump knows the number. So do me a favor, make sure to look. What's Sarah saying? Because I don't have my readers on.
I donated through PayPal.
Oh, thank you, sweetie. Well, I'm glad somebody did. Thank you, Sarah. You're a sweetheart. Well, damn, where are my notifications at? Well, let me go to PayPal and look.
Well, you know something else, too, depending on how long he's had it. That makes you a babbling idiot after a while. That's what Al Capone died of.
Yeah, well, see, I forgot about that part. See, glad you brought that up. Yeah. Honey, which PayPal did you donate to? Which address? Because one of them is the corporate account. That's the Bolin Services Incorporated at Gmail. That is the corporate 501c3 account. Everyone else donates as family and friends over here, either on Venmo, Kenny Bolin at MSN, Food for Filipinos at Gmail. So just let me know, because I'm not seeing it in our regular account. But my iPhone is linked to the corporate account. Let me bring that up. It'll take it a while to load, though. You received. There we go. Okay, I see it over in the corporate. You went to the corporate account tonight. We appreciate that. There's a little bit of a fee over there, so we don't get the whole thing. Load phone. Load, you bitch. She donated. Well, the fees aren't horrible over there. She made a $10 donation, and we get $9.70 of it. So she donated to the 501c3 corporate account. We don't get many donations over there. But thank you much. So I will leave that up for it. And if you feel more comfortable donating at the corporate account, if we want to throw the QR code up maybe in a little bit, we can do that. And I think we pissed off 5 people. They got tired of hearing me brag about being a Netflix star. That's all right. That's all right. If you ain't here to support. If you ain't here to support. Hang on. I'm getting ready to give you a Reverend Jimmy Jackson line, or maybe Teddy Long. If you ain't here to support, you're here to abort. How you like that one? Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
It works.
If you ain't here to support, you must be here to abort. So we don't need people like that. So, well, no, nothing to be sorry about. Because if everybody watching the show donated $10, we'd be in great shape tonight. But everybody's not. But if everybody did, we would be in fantastic shape. So anybody else out there? Because we're not going to be here much longer on $10. I know technically it looks like we should have been here 10 minutes because I was supposed to start at 9:35, but I was running real late today because of Bob's Nerd Night made us all late. I'm blaming Bob for everything. We've been here 34 minutes. Normally after 30 minutes, if we haven't cracked $60, we go ahead and say goodbye. But I'm so proud of being on a Netflix series twice. Y'all think I'm rich? They didn't pay me for the second one. Come on, guys. If they did, we'd have more to pay. So far, Sarah is the only one to make a donation. Thank you, Sarah.
Good-hearted person out there.
Only good-hearted person out there, Sarah. My God, my God. What else y'all want to know? What else y'all want to hear? Because I'm shy, I'm bashful. I don't like to talk.
Oh, you know that.
Yeah. What's new with you, Coltrane? What's up?
Keep snatching this damn earpiece out of my ear, so I gotta situate.
Yeah, mine started itching today when I was booking hotels. Mine started itching, and I pulled it out of my ear, and then it started doing some weird shit. And the guy I was talking to said it's because you touched it. It's okay. I didn't know you weren't supposed to touch them. What else we got here?
I think that has like a control on there that if you barely touch it, it can turn it on and off and all that.
Okay, Tyler Cox, he's always good for $10, and he has matched Sarah's challenge of $10. So we're up to 20. Now,
Nice.
if we can get to 60 within the next 18 minutes, that'll be decent. But we do have some kids needing socks, underwear. We got a couple of kids needing uniforms. It's about $30. God, what else? I haven't really gone and looked at the list because I got flooded with requests today. And a lot of them from families that we've already helped in the past 7 to 10 days. And I had to explain to them that we're here to assist, not support. We can't pay every bill. I had to explain this to Jambi today because Jambi was needing 1,000 pesos for something. It's about $20. It's not that bad if she was the only person we're helping. But we got literally probably 150 people that we try to help. Randy,
let me say that if you can't get through to Kenny, do not come to Coltrane thinking that he's going to get through to Kenny.
Yeah, I have said that as well. Oh, that's right. Randy Macho Man did make a challenge the other day when we were needing some help with some stuff. And it looks like you've added to that. So we're going to be here because, Randy, it's my fault. I forgot to add what you did the other day. And this was nice of Randy to do this because I offered to pay for it. We had a girl needing a pair of shoes. Y'all probably saw me post the video on stories. You probably saw me send some of you the video because I want you to see that many of these kids, some of the stuff we do is life-changing for them. To where they get uniforms. I sent some of you pictures of a uniform that a kid got because they get heat put on them from the school system to get a damn uniform. Well, they're making fun of me because I'm in a white shirt and pants. And I'm thinking, look, I'm just built differently. Let them make fun. Fuck.
Yeah,
I used to wear high waters to school. You know why? Because my parents couldn't afford bell bottoms. They couldn't afford the current clothing. So I wore high water straight legs to school when it wasn't cool. Then Michael Jackson comes in, makes it cool. Well, I was pre-Michael Jackson. I'm wearing high waters. But these kids get made fun of. But here's what Randy did. I had 2 families out there that needed help. I had sent out so much money through Venmo and my Fidelity account on SendWave that they shut me down for at least, God, I think it was 48 hours. I couldn't send out any more money because they think I'm being scammed. I'm sending out too much money. And not amount-wise.
No.
Amount-wise, I can send out $250,000 in a day. So I'm thinking, well, why don't y'all worry about me when I get somewhere near that amount?
Right.
On a day. Don't
when
worry
I say
about the
I'm
number.
being scammed.
Or if I say I'm being scammed, don't worry about the number of donations because we have a lot of people that need a little help. Average help the family needs is $20 to $50 on average. Every now and then, there's $100 worth of help that goes to a family that's got multiple issues. We can't do that all the time, but occasionally we do. Do you watch WWE Raw, honey? I don't. I don't have Netflix. I don't even know if I'll even see this series I'm in because there's nothing on there to me that's worth $23 a month. I have Cody, and if I take the time to go over and type Monday Night Raw on Cody, it'll bring up every episode for 20 some odd years. And
they
I
still
haven't
do
done.
have that $7.99 plan where you can just have it on one TV and you get commercials and shit.
Well, that I don't mind having it on one TV. I do mind those goddamn commercials.
Yeah, that's what gets me too.
If
I got
I'm watching
spoiled.
now I understand that many of you that watch this show get live commercials
Yes, we do.
during the show.
Even me.
You get them too?
Yeah. If I click
Oh,
on there, it's like 30 seconds of some bullshit before I can click skip.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't. But I do have a membership to my own show to give me a channel to handle that. My eyes are killing me today, guys, but they kill me most days. I got to get to the eye doctor, and I haven't done it yet. Let's see here. Oh, so back to Randy Macho Man Saturday. He helped me with $15 to buy a pair of shoes for a girl. I offered to pay him. He says, "No, Kenny, don't worry about it. I got it." I said, "Well," I said, "I need your help one more time." I said, "I insist that you let me send you this." I said, "You were kind enough to do the 15 on top of what you normally do on my show." I said, "So I'm going to send you the 20, but I need you to put that in my Venmo account so I can send this money to this family." And I forgot what they needed, but they needed it pretty quick. And if it weren't for Randy sending me the 20, I couldn't help this family. So Randy writes me back, "No, Kenny, do not send me the 20. He said, "That's $35 I sent you. Use that as a challenge on your next show." And my bad, I forgot. Because when it's not in front of me. Okay. Well, Billy, I see you here. Billy, what are you going to buy your poster? And I got paid today, but I have a thing called a Charlie account, and I get paid early. So I got paid today. So Billy, while you're here, are you going to take care of the post? And we will send it to you. And I saved your dog leash, and I'll send you your dog leash. If you honor that and honor your pledge from almost 3 months ago. So, and I appreciate you telling me that. But just because you get paid Friday doesn't mean you're going to send it to us, because we've been down that road 3 times before. So, Billy, I'm going to give you one more time. I see your membership expired, because you had a membership there for a while. But Billy, the next thing I want to see you type is, are you going to honor your pledge? And if you do, we will mail you your John
Type
Cena
that
poster.
verbatim.
Because I saved your poster to give you a chance to make things right. And I will send you your dog leash with your Bolin Services Incorporated logo on it. And I'll probably even slide you a couple other little things in there. The BS flag, your boss card, and maybe even a badge I can find around here. I'm sure I've got a few. Billy, I can't have, I will try to. You know what you're getting. You basically live for free. That's why all these other people did very well by you. Billy, I can't have, I will try to, because this is your last chance to get this shit right. Otherwise, we're going to move on. We're going to sell the poster to someone else. Mr. Cena gave me permission to sell you that poster at a $150 discount. He wanted $350 or more for it. He's gotten as much as $900 out of that poster. This is autographed by John Cena Sr., and Tony Atlas. This is a pretty valuable piece of merchandise that you're going to be getting.
Right there.
Not some fucking replica belt. Not some fucking replica belt. This is an actual autograph thing that's going to be worth a little something to those that like John Cena Sr., and Tony Atlas. Tony Atlas ain't going to live forever. John Cena Sr. at age 81 ain't going to live forever. Kenny Bolin, for the people getting my book, I ain't going to live forever. As to quote somebody that I heard in a movie once, I could wake up dead tomorrow. My quote was, "No, you're not." Because I was, Cornette used to say that. "God dang, King, you could wake up dead tomorrow." I said, "Bet I don't." That's not the option. That is not the option. My biggest fear is waking up dead tomorrow. Well, erase that fear, because that's not going to happen. Unless you're Jeffrey Epstein. He might do it. So, Billy, if you can't say I'll try, because you've been saying that for 3 months now. And you had plenty of warning to get your shit together. So, Billy, I'm just going to leave it alone. You get paid tomorrow. If we have your pledge that you made 3 months ago by the end of the day tomorrow, you're in good standing. And then my lesson to you will be, don't pledge something that you got no intention of honoring. Because that fucked me, Billy. I had to pay that money out of my pocket to the people that we pledged it to because we thought you were good for it, because you had been in the past. You'd made $100 pledges, $150 pledges, and you honored them. So even though Bob told me, no, don't do that, Kenny. Nah, Billy's good for it. And then 3 months later, I'm still out that money. So I hope you understand. I ain't trying to be a dick. And then when I find out there's 93 men on your Facebook account that were getting your money, I know you don't think they're men, but we traced them. And the 10 or 15 that Bob and I traced go back to men's accounts with women's pictures. So you had the money, you just elected to send it somewhere else. So we're giving you a chance to get back in good standing.
Who do you think you were sending your money to?
You said you get paid. He thought he was sending it to those beautiful women that wanted an old gray-haired man to be their boyfriend. And look at me, son. I'm a gorgeous man, and at age 65, I know what I can get and what I can't. And I can't get any of the pictures of the women that you had on your Facebook page. And I know. And look at me. Look at you. Look at me. Now look at you. That's Blackpink, son. I just quoted Blackpink. Where else are you going to get Blackpink quoted at? Adam Copeland. And Adam, I thought you were on hiatus for a week or two because of things and work and vacations and things. Let's see here. Let me back up a little bit.
We got a question from Sarah down here.
My mom's boyfriend, Tony, is asking if you ever represented Rob Van Dam.
Tony.
I've met Rob, but I don't think I ever worked with him, and I never represented Rob Van Dam. Well, see, that's a different story than what you told, because you said, Kenny, I'm not sending them money anymore. See, I'm also a professional interrogator, just like the guy that interrogated Trump's video. When you say I'm not sending them any money anymore, that means I have sent them money.
Right.
Or I'm not sending them any less. That's two meanings.
What was the payoff?
What was the tough? Yeah. And God damn it, we all have tough times.
Right.
Coltrane and Bob know the shit I go through. I got fucking tough times, but guess what? My people never get ignored.
Oh, he still pushes through.
Coltrane's had tough times recently. Bob's had fucking tough times recently. But we push through, and we don't forget these people that we're trying to help. Because if we all team up, we can be a shitload of help to these people. But no, I never represented in any way, shape, form, or fashion Rob Van Dam. Number one, I've never smoked, drank, or done drugs a day in my life. I've never sent money to a man posing as a female that I'm aware of.
Just don't pay for ass in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah. That's a great. I had the microphone turned the wrong way. Donald Trump. This is a quote from Anthony Scaramucci. Has never known a love that he didn't pay for. If you're having to pay for the love, it ain't love. It's rented ass. and when these people know they're never going to see you, because like I said, Billy, I'm not trying to get in a modeling contest with you or anybody else, but what do these gorgeous women want with me or Bob or you or whomever? That other, what was God? Chris Schmidt was naming some people that have come on this show that thought women loved him because he sent them money. So, I don't know. Hi, Mylene. How you doing? We helped Mylene recently as well.
Yeah, we never pay for nakedness.
And as a matter of fact, and let me take it a step further. There's been many Filipino girls from the ages, and I'll say it, from the ages of 18 to 40 that have told me they love me. I said, no, let me make something clear. I'm 8,400 miles away, and you don't love me. You love what I do for you. I come closer to loving you than you do me because I love the feeling I get when we help you. Why do you do this? I've been asked this out of very close members of my own family. Why do you do this? What do you get out of it? I said, a good feeling knowing that we made a difference. I know the chances are pretty good I'm never going to see these people because I can't do the traveling. I got family members moving to a foreign country, and I know I'm probably never going to see them again because I can't handle the travel. The travel's not safe. When you're on blood thinners. I mean, I've had a couple of wrestling friends die on planes because they had risk of blood clots. Chris Candido died that way. Very young, broke his leg. Pardon?
Isn't that how Bushwhacker Butch died?
I believe it is, yeah. Bushwhacker
He was coming
Butch
to a WrestleMania convention and died in L.A.
Died in L.A. To live and die in L.A. One of my favorite songs. So real quickly, let's have a little trivia fun here, and then I'm going to check. So technically, counting the $35 that the Macho Man donated the other day, I think he did another 20 tonight. Let me take a look. So technically, he's done 55 over the past couple of days. And he just got back from vacation down in Florida. Him and his son went down there for a while. So that's fine. He donated another 20. So counting the past couple of days, we've got 55 out of Billy. Let me see if we got anything in real. We got nothing in the regular PayPal account. Let's see. You got money in PayPal. Brian Thompson's donated $20. Thank you, Brian. It's very kind of you. Thank you very much. So 55, 75, 85. So we got 85 for the night. I would like to do 120 for the night. 120 if we can do that. And that will put us in a... hi, I'm watching your show. Well, hello, Cassandra. How you doing? Cassandra is watching the show. She's a longtime sweet friend of mine. We just recently started communicating a little bit more over on LinkedIn. I hope she doesn't mind me saying. I think, if I remember correctly, and we'll just narrow it down to a state, she's from Oklahoma, and we don't get a lot of viewers on this show from Oklahoma. So, Cassandra, if you're still watching, giving you a shout out, my friend. She's a very sweet person. She has a story that I wish I could tell about something that she has gone through that some of my friends and family members have gone through recently. I'm not going to say what it is because that's up to her, even though I'm only giving her first name. But I adore this woman. We have been friends kind of on LinkedIn for a long time, but we've never really had any lengthy conversations. And she said, thank you for the shout out. And Cassandra just has a look about her. I love her hair. She's got a hairstyle that I just freaking love.
I've never met an ugly Cassandra in my life.
You know what? There's not a lot of ugly Cassandras floating around the world, is there? Well, thank you, sweetie. I appreciate you. She says, I am the best. Well, there's only one way to find that out, but you're a happily married woman.
Bada-boom.
And she is. She's a very happily married woman. Her husband is very... because I told her, I said, I don't want to... I said, you know, I'm a big flirt, and I compliment your hair and tell you how pretty you are. I don't want to get your husband mad at me. She says, trust me, after 15 years, he and I are fine. I trust him. He trusts me. I said, well, that's the best way to do it, you know? Because I had
everybody's jealous after 10 years. Y'all don't need to be together.
Well, Dave Bautista got mad at me because Billy Sellers, I'm going to do it again. Do it again. Look at me. Look at Batista. Look at me. Look at Batista. If he has to worry about me taking his girlfriend, and this is when he first showed up at OVW, and he was a Leviathan. If he had, because obviously his girlfriend has a type. His girlfriend has a type, and the type ain't me. The type is not me. The type is you, Batista.
Maybe it's just bulky.
Yeah. And no, I was not going to steal his girlfriend. And a family member pointed out to me today. He says, "Dad, I'm shocked you weren't." Well, I guess I revealed who the family member was. Dad, I'm shocked you weren't listed in the Me Too movement because you flirted. Yeah, I ratted that out, didn't I? You flirted with every single girl in the WWE. I said, I did. I said, but I did it openly. It was done primarily as a joke that look at my big, whatever weight I was at that time, be it 300, 400, or 500, damn near 600 pounds. If I'm flirting with you in front of your boyfriend, I think we need to decipher, well, you know, if I'm threatened by Kenny and they have a type and say you got Mr. Kennedy standing there or you got John Cena, Randy Orton, Batista, Sylvester Turkey, Shelton Benjamin, Shad Gaspard, God rest his soul for those of you who believe in such a thing. you got problems. And the best way I could explain, I love Ralphie May as a comedian. Now, Ralphie's no longer with us, right?
No, he's not.
Ralphie May's no longer with us. It would be like me when I weighed 277 pounds with whatever girlfriend or wife I had at that time, and I go to a comedy club to see Ralphie, and Ralphie starts hitting on my girlfriend or my wife. Ralphie, let's face it, folks, looked like a human waterbed. Mm-hmm. He looked like a
bag of milk.
He looked like a bag of milk. And now, unless they want Ralphie's money, well, if you want Ralphie's money over me, then you're with the wrong guy anyway. If you want Ralphie because you prefer his physical appearance over mine, you're with the wrong guy anyway. So, as I explained to somebody recently, because they've had a hard time with breakups, and I said, I got over that shit at the age of 19. I decided that was the last girl that affected me in a breakup. And I had to break up with her because I would not switch from being, well, technically atheist. I think I was registered in the books as a Baptist, and I was not. But the family wanted me to become a Catholic, and I refused to do it. I said, I don't believe the Baptist shit. How do you expect me to believe the Catholic shit? No, I'm not going to do that. I said, to be honest with you, I'm either atheist, agnostic. I do not believe in a God. But I believe in being decent to people, and I believe in respecting women. If that's not good enough for me to be with your daughter, then you've got the wrong guy. Well, they agreed with me. Well, she's got the wrong guy. We need a Catholic. We need somebody that believes our religion. And Judy played along with it. And Judy gave me a week to switch. She said, let's go to Kings Island for the weekend. A week. She said, let's go to Kings Island for the weekend. And her name was Judy. I won't reveal her last name because we're still kind of friends. Her husband don't know it, but we're still kind of friends. And so we went to Kings Island, and she's married to the guy that we broke up. When we broke up, the next guy she found, he worked at a gas station, and she married him. And I think he's gone on. He became a soldier, and I think he got in the medical field of some type. So he does all right now. But when she met him, he was in a gas station, and that was the guy she met after me. And but after the 3 days at Kings Island, and it was a wonderful 3 days, probably 3 of the best days I've ever had with a girl. And we get back and we pull in LaGrange, ready to go to my apartment. She said, well, what's your decision? I said, the same decision I told you a week ago. I'm not going to do that. She says, well, we have to break up today. I said, well, so be it. So I went down to the Ohio. I had a great weekend. I went down to the Ohio River crying my goddamn eyes out. Just bawling, just destroyed. Judy was my dream girl. We were engaged. I got her a $2,000 ring, and that was a lot of money for a 21, 22-year-old kid in LaGrange, Kentucky, working at Kroger. And that was the other thing they didn't like, is I worked for Kroger. I only made $8.40 an hour. I was one of the highest paid people in LaGrange.
Wait, what year?
1982, I guess.
You were making $8 and some change an hour in 82.
Well, that's you didn't hear the whole story. I started out at $2.20 at Kroger because I was making $2.12 at Dairy Queen. Got fired from there because I sucked, but I was real good at softball. So I go to Kroger, I get hired in at $2.20, but they got the union over there, and within 3 years, I went from and I got hired there in 1979. And by the time I met Judy, I was up to a maximum $8.40 an hour. So I went from $2.20 to $8.40, and I was one of the highest paid people in LaGrange that had jobs in LaGrange. The only people making more money than me also worked at Kroger, and those were the meat cutters. And they were making about $11 or $12 an hour.
You said 1981, right?
1982 is when I know for a fact I maxed out at $8.40 because that's when me and Judy were together. And I got engaged.
The thing is, it just blows my mind that wasn't good enough because that's the equivalent of $28 an hour today.
That ain't. I'm shocked it ain't more than that. I'm shocked it ain't closer to 35 or 40. Mm-hmm. I'm shocked it ain't $40 an hour. I'm shocked it ain't. Yeah, it will. It will.
Now those ones making 11, they were making 36 an hour.
Oh, apparently it's Becky Adcock's birthday around there sometime.
Well, happy birthday, darling.
Happy birthday, Becky Adcock.
Nah, I guess I got a strip, huh?
Becky Adcock.
Cue the Rick Rude music.
What if you don't want to Adcock? What if you rather add something else? That was dirty.
That would be a.
I might have lost Cassandra as a friend for that filthy joke I just told.
Here's what Ralphie May looks like, by the way.
That's Ralphie. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if I have to worry about him stealing my girlfriend today at age 65, not to mention 27, 37, here I am. All right, Ralphie, if you can come back from the dead and get whatever woman I'm with today, congratulations. But I went down to that river, bawled my eyes out, just sitting on the river, feeling sorry for myself, crying my eyes out that I lost Judy. Oh, should I converted? And I'm going, and I get back home. I said, you know what? I'm moving on. And I told myself then, and I swear it's stuck. I'm never going to let a girl hurt me again. And the new rule is the day they don't want to be with me, move your ass on.
Exactly.
The day I realize I'm in the wrong relationship, I'm moving on. I'm not going to be. The love needs to be a two-way street.
Nobody can.
The love, yeah. Oh God, there's tons of those.
That's so
my God,
stupid.
I know situation. I got people that I'm friends with right now. They're the same thing. The same thing.
Why would you want to be with somebody that don't want you?
I can't have you. Nobody else can either. That might be what was going on up in New York with the shooting of the 5 people, where they made it easy for a guy to get a military assault weapon to walk into a fucking building in New York and kill people. The Republican weapon of choice. A military assault weapon so you can easily kill somebody you got a disagreement with. Let me tell you one other thing that I heard come up recently. This was a guy who was a 4-time tour of Afghanistan. And he was his wife wanted a divorce. I'm not going to grant you a divorce. I don't believe in divorce. Well, why don't you believe in divorce? It's against my religion. So, fortunately, we got the opportunity to point out, wait a minute. And he was a Marine. You're a lifetime, basically, Marine. You've done 4 tours of Afghanistan. You have admittedly killed people. You apparently enjoy killing people because you've done 4 fucking rounds of it. And I said, I'm not trying to sit here and preach to you because I'm an atheist, agnostic, whatever you want to label me. But if you're saying you can't get a divorce because your religion doesn't permit it, does your religion permit killing people? And I won't even take it as far as saying murdering because you don't see it that way. Does your religion permit killing people? And it doesn't, because whatever religion you're a part of does not, even though every religion does it. It does not permit it if you pray to anything that I know of as a God. And let me break it down for you. George Carlin broke down the 10 Commandments. He broke it down to where 9 of them were absolute bullshit. There's 1 commandment that means anything. Thou shalt not kill. And what that commandment says, and this is for most of you gods, I don't know all the religions, but most of them, that one holds up. Thou shalt not kill. What commandment is that, Coltrane? Does anybody in here know what number that commandment is? If it ain't number 1, it should be. Thou shalt not have a god before me. Well, that's pretentious.
Isn't it?
Because didn't some religions have multiple gods?
Sounds all jealous and shit.
Sounds all jealous and shit. There must be a Filipino god that had that one.
It's number 6.
Number 6?
Yeah.
Do me a favor. Read me. I'm having fun now. You woke me up. Read me the 10 Commandments. Just read them to me.
You want a 10 to 1 or 1 to 10?
Let's go 10. Let's go 10 to 1. But thou shalt not kill made 6.
Made 6.
Holy shit. Okay, before you do, let me wrap up my point, and then let's analyze these commandments. Sponsors are loving this. So my point is, so your religion prevents you from getting a divorce, but your religion also says thou shalt not kill. Show me in whatever Bible book, whatever book you got that has those commandments in it, thou shalt not kill, except for, tell me where it says that.
Yeah.
None of the religions I've ever seen, thou shalt not kill, except, no. So fuck your religion. It's non-existent. I know I had a guy that I had a Catholic friend named Kevin. We'll leave it at that. Trump supporter. Go figure. Catholic friend named Kevin, who's a Trump supporter. Go figure. He would not eat meat on Friday during Lent. Refused to fucking do it. He cheated on his wife on a daily goddamn basis. Anytime he could get a woman. No, ain't eating that meat. Ain't eating that meat. So So, yeah, when I run into people like that, fuck your religion because you're full of shit.
Stupid.
Paul Bearer was not that type of guy. I love Paul Bearer with a passion because Paul lived it and walked it. Now, anybody knows shit on William Moody, Paul Bearer, what was the other name? Percy Pringle. If anybody's got dirt on him, I've never heard it, and I've heard dirt on fucking
Pringle
him.
the third.
The third, yeah, he was the third one. They had two others. So those that walk it and talk it, and my friend Cassandra, I think, is one of those. I think Cassandra walks it and talks it. I got no problem with people like that. If you truly believe it and live it. But Mike, what's his name? Mike Johnson, that little miniature speaker over there that you can put in your pocket. Mike Johnson, I'm 65 years old. I'll be 66 March 16th. I can barely walk. I got bad knees, bad hips, bad back. Mike Johnson couldn't whip me on his best day and on my worst day. He is a little shitbag pussy. He is a religious fucking nut job. And he's got a phone app for him and his son that alerts each other when they're watching porn.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he's mentioned this at press meetings, at conference meetings on television.
You need that kind of somebody else to control you.
He's admitted that and he says that mine goes off more than my son's. My son is better behaved at watching porn than me. That's Mike Johnson, the little religious nut job. Has to have a porn alert on him and his son's phone.
Just watch the porn, dude.
Stop it. You just watch the goddamn
Get that
porn.
aggression out, man.
Little buddy. Jesus Christ. So I explained to him that his religion was a crock of shit. Because if you really believed your religion, you wouldn't be touring as a Marine killing motherfuckers because somebody told you to do so. And I was about to make that point on a show not long ago that if you're in the military and you're killing people, throw your religion out the door. Because the thing says, thou shalt not kill. Does not say, except if you're dark-skinned, except if you cross my border, except if, you piss me off on a bad day, except if my leader tells me to do so. It doesn't say any of that. The rule is, if you really believe your 10 commandments, shockingly, at number 6, thou shalt not kill. Okay, let's go 10-1. Let's go 10.
All right. Start with number 10.
You're learning stuff tonight, folks. If you just listen to me, you'll fucking learn something. Go ahead.
Thou shalt not covet.
Okay, explain that one to me.
I think it means like
thou shalt not hoard,
take or
maybe?
something? Yeah, like to take.
Yeah, I think it
something.
means thou shalt not hoard. Don't hoard food. Don't hoard money. Don't hoard. I think that means thou shalt not hoard. Anybody out there that's better at religion than me or Coltrane, feel free to chime in. We're just guessing here because Train and I are not the biggest religious guys in the world. But God be with those of you that live it and breathe it. I'm with you. All right, number 9.
Number 9. You shall not bear false witness against your neighbor. Just quit lying on folks.
Now, that's a good one. That's a good one. What does Trump do every fucking day? He claims to be a religious guy. He bears false witness. He claims that Barack Obama wasn't born in America. He claims that they're going to bring federal charges against Barack Obama because he planned a coup. Well, there's only one person that ever did a coup that was a president, and it was Donald J. Trump. He's the only one. So if he's lying, he's dying is mostly what's going on.
accusation.
If he accuses you of it, he's done it. Adultery, the Jeffrey Epstein files, molesting children. He settled out of court with 12 kids, guys. Donald Trump, between the 70s and the 90s, settled out of court with 12 kids. Somebody wrote me today, says, Kenny, do you know who Roy Cohn is? Yeah, watch The Apprentice. And if you watch The Apprentice, you will see Donald Trump, and I've heard some people try to phrase this to keep YouTube from fucking with him, graped his wife. I've heard that used. Graped his wife, and that is in The Apprentice. From people that knew Trump, she filed grape charges against him and then settled out of court. Go fucking figure. Go, well, he didn't grape me as badly as I thought he did.
Yeah.
Because the cash is good. 26 women have filed sexual assault charges against him. As they said on the news, on every channel but Fox Entertainment, 26 legitimate sexual assault charge where they have testified under oath and are willing to go to court. 12 of those girls have court dates. 2 of them were from the WWE. One of them went to OVW, and I know who they are. They have not revealed their names yet, and they asked me not to reveal it. That when the time is right, they will do so themselves, and I will honor that. Do I have these?
Imagine there's a couple that passed that would be on there too.
And cocaine, I here, I think.
Kind of breaking up a bit there.
Let's try that. Yeah,
There
well,
you
I'm
go.
sure it did. I took them out of my ear. Rebecca says she's making a donation through Venmo. Yeah, we're still a little short. We're trying to make 120 tonight. And so even counting the 35, 55, where did I say we were at? 85?
I thought we were 80 something.
Yeah, 85. We're trying to get to 120 before I'm done raising and a ranting here tonight. I think Rico's co-host has blocked some of my posts because I've been sending him negative stuff about Trump.
Who's his co-host?
Amir?
Amir.
Well.
All right, I have to check the show out.
Well, no, maybe he didn't because I got that same indicator. I think I sent it to too many people at once. Oh, no, it's the link to this show. And for whatever reason, it didn't work. It says, okay, it's just saying preview not available. And, okay, that's what it is. Now, I haven't heard a lot from Amir lately, and I know Rico gets a little irritated when I start bashing the person. Oh, you're going to send it the 31st. Okay, I thought you meant you were sending it tonight.
I would think even Rico would be sick of this shit by now.
Well, he hasn't said that.
That'd be admitting fault.
It's a conversation I'm willing to have. I do know that he told me once that he used to wear Trump hats on his property. And I'm going, and you wonder why certain labels get attached to you. You know, take the goddamn Trump hat off.
Yeah.
You know, I know politics, you don't. You know.
And what other person has like a fan club essentially where you have a uniform and hats and flags and all that kind of That's a cult.
that is a cult because out of all the presidents there's ever been, how many of them had flags? How many of them had coups to overthrow the government when the election didn't go the way they wanted it to? How many of them ever accused countless other presidents of all these horrible things and wanted to arrest them? How many of them have got 26 sexual assault charges against them? How many of them settled out of court with 12 children, some of them little boys? If you're settling out of court, trust me, the day anybody comes accusing me of any such thing, there ain't no settling out of court because I ain't got nothing to settle with.
Hollering off the mountains if somebody's accusing me of some shit like that.
You would think.
Yeah.
But Trump's deal was settle, shut up, it ain't me. It ain't me, it's somebody else. They're doing all the things that I have done.
I mean, Obama was cool as hell, but I never had no Obama swag. You know, it's just...
No. I mean, I liked Obama, but I'm not carrying no Obama flag. I've never even put on a bumper sticker supporting any president or politician.
I
don't go that far. I either like you or I don't. I either think you're good or you're bad or indifferent. Joe Biden had some bad years in his early years. Joe Biden, in my opinion, at one point was a racist. I think he evolved.
30 years
ago. I think
40,
he evolved.
50, yeah.
All of us can evolve. There might be a time if you go far enough back in my history, you got to go way, way back. But when you're raised a racist and you're taught the N-word is how you get out of shit, you know, I ain't going to say it never came out of my mouth as a kid because it probably did. But eventually when you can start thinking for yourself and evolving for yourself and you get out of your parents' house or you get old enough that you decide your parents' house is now yours because you're paying most of the bills and your mom tells you can't have any black friends and you say, well, I got news for you. I do, and here they are. So, like I said, I don't know how far it goes, but I do know when I started denying that there was a God, I would not salute the flag in school. I would not bow my head and pray.
That was weird to me.
I ain't saluting
allegiance. You know.
Yeah, I ain't pledging allegiance to no goddamn flag, be it this one or anyone else's.
Or a hunk of land.
Now I made banners of me. I made banners of my not-for-profit to advertise what I do. I don't pay homage to it. I don't salute it.
Right.
I don't ask anybody else to do so. And I do like the flag that Macklemore came up with called the Heist, to where he tears down whatever flag is on the giant steeple in Seattle. And he takes down whatever flag's on the steeple and he puts up the black and white Heist flag. Have you seen the video?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, Can't Hold Us. Great video. And I love the Heist flag. So I did have my BS Incorporated flag made like the Heist flag. Now, I haven't ordered one yet. And the neighbors are probably going to get real pissed if I erect a 30-foot pole out here and hang a big-ass goddamn flag. Because the ones I got now are like 4x6 flags. I got 3 of them on my porch, and it covers my entire porch. So 12 feet one way, 6 feet the other. And let's see.
Love you too,
I
Becky.
was resident like that, but I changed all now. Well, Billy, congratulations. That's important. That's important. You can't evolve. We were taught in high school that being gay was bad. Being gay was bad. Oh, you're gay. You remember that. Well, you might not, but in 1975, 76, 77, 78,
I will
79.
say, to be from Nebraska.
Oh, you're gay. That's gay. And no kid would admit they're gay back then. Even though we had 3 or 4 that were very obvious. And I'd go sit at the table with them because everybody else would tease them.
Yep.
And I'm, 15, 16? And my friend Frank, everybody knew he was gay, and people gave him shit over it. And even though he had not confessed, because he knew people would fuck with him.
Right.
So I made sure nobody fucked with him. I go sit with him at lunch. And the other reason I sat with him, all the hot girls sat with Frank.
There you go.
Because they didn't.
That's
They
the thing.
did not
like,
see
they
him.
always had the good girlfriends.
Yes, they didn't see him as a threat, so they sat with Frank.
Exactly.
I said, okay, I can sit over here and defend Frank. Anybody fucks with him, they got to fuck with me, and look at my company.
And I graduated in '96, and in
79 for
1996 in
me.
Nebraska, I will say this is very
God.
advanced. No, actually, I went to Lincoln High in Lincoln. And my senior year, we actually had what was called the Gay Straight Alliance. It was a after-school club.
Hey,
and
okay. We didn't have that.
50 people, and so
we had no such thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And so that was really weird that for us to be such a small town, we did that.
That is.
Back then,
I would not have thought that in Lincoln, Nebraska.
Yeah.
There's
a lot of gay people in Lincoln, actually.
Now Norman, Oklahoma is the home of the Sooners. Lincoln, Nebraska is the home of the Cornhuskers, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
2 cities that nobody would ever fucking choose to live in. But they get the greatest football players ever.
Oh, yeah.
No, they ain't being paid. They just love Lincoln and Norman.
You know what's sad is the stadium becomes the 3rd largest city in Nebraska on game day.
That's what I heard. And another point I want to make, that if we were really recruiting college kids based on your university, your level of education, and your location, nobody would ever beat teams in Los Angeles, Hawaii,
Vegas,
Miami, Myrtle Beach, Tampa, St. Pete, Jacksonville, Orlando. Orlando's kind of inland a little bit, but it's close enough you can get there. I might even grant you a little slack with Orlando. But Miami and Hawaii would be the 2 greatest powerhouses in college football.
Hell, even South Florida.
Even South Florida. Los Angeles, USC does do good. UCLA used to be pretty decent. That was your...
Hell, UC Santa Barbara would probably be a powerhouse.
Now, when you get up to San Francisco, it's a little cooler there. Yeah, they're coastal, but it's a lot cooler there. Not necessarily a college town. Now, what is it? Now, help me out. Why is San Francisco so associated with the gay community? What is it about San Francisco that? Because it's very Chinese there too. I think I've heard.
Yeah.
Chinatown's near there.
I think it's the.
So why did the Chinese and the gays choose San Francisco as their town?
I think it actually started in the hippie days. There, I think it's called Haight Street, which ironic, but it's spelled Haight or something like that. But I think what's his name?
Height.
Harvey Milk. The The one they
So
did.
you know way more about this than I do.
Yeah. He was like the first gay mayor or city councilman or something like that. And
All right.
so it just kind of became a movement. And once
Good night,
that
Billy.
started happening, people just, started going there to feel safe because there was safety in numbers.
Okay. Billy says he's going to bed. Well, we'll
Night,
see if
night,
Billy
Billy
makes
boy.
good. We'll see if Billy makes good on his shit.
Hey,
I'm not trying to be a total dick, but
hoping for you, Billy.
this is where it happens at. I mean, we can't be drug out for 3 months because if it drags out again, I've gone through some shit. Well, we all have.
It's like having a marker in Vegas. You got to pay that shit off.
Give me 1 second. I need to check my iPhone messages on my computer. I can do that.
While you do that, number 8, plain and simple, you shall not steal.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
My boss's assistant wanted to know what the rate was on a sleeping room.
$89 a night.
Yeah.
Let's see, 7, you shall not commit adultery. Okay. Some people are swingers. That's just like
people violating the fuck out of that one.
Oh man. Coming in at big number 6, you shall not murder. Yes, it's middle of the road right there.
Well, that kind of goes right up there with thou shalt not kill, wouldn't you think? You can combine those two.
You would think so.
What's the difference between murdering and killing? Because if
murder
you take
has some intent behind it.
Well, let's take thou shalt not kill. That means you shouldn't defend yourself with a gun.
Boom. Yep.
Yeah, that means you shouldn't even defend yourself with a gun.
And it says...
Why'd you kill him? He was trying to
like
kill
this.
me. Well, that ain't good enough. I told you not to kill. You went and did it anyway.
It looks
Now
like
murder.
The original
all right.
says kill, but this says murder. So
so
somebody was changing it up a little bit.
So once again, the Bible has been reinterpreted again to suit Republicans.
Absolutely.
Thou shalt not murder.
All right, here's a good one. Number 5. Honor your mother and father.
And you know what? I have never heard it phrased as that's Republican shit too. Because if your mother and father are shitbags, no, you should not honor them.
Exactly.
And I tell Filipinos all the time, well, she's my mother. Yeah, your mother's a shitbag. Your father's a shitbag. Fuck him. No, you do not honor him. He tried to fucking grape you.
Right.
He slapped you. Fuck him.
Yep.
You do not honor him. He's horrible. He shouldn't be a fucking parent. You don't honor parents that should never have been parents to begin with.
A lot of traumatic kids growing up with that same rule.
My poor Cassandra is really seeing the real me tonight. I hope we're still friends after tonight.
Oh, that's the real you is who you want to be friends with.
But I want you to like or dislike the real me. I don't care if you like me or dislike me. This is me. This is how I feel. This is what I believe. I'm a so-called atheist, and I do a lot more to help people than most of the Bible thumpers. And I don't do that for a pat on the back. Like Trump. Did you hear Trump wanted to be thanked for giving out $60 million for food that wasn't his goddamn money? Well, the least they could have done was thank us. Well, goddamn, do you think I get a thank you letter from every Filipino we feed? Right. No. Occasionally a kid will send in a video or something, and it's nice. I enjoy seeing it, but it ain't mandatory.
Yeah.
No, they wanted some fucking food. We got them some food. So these people are over there fighting for food
for a while,
So these people are over there fighting for food, worse than Jade Cargill and Naomi going at it, and you want to thank you because you fed some people that Israel has been starving anyway, which is a war crime. I don't give a fuck how you look at it. Under the definition of war crimes, that's what that is. You're not supposed to starve out your opponent, and especially the innocent people. So people, well, you can't talk bad about Israel. You're talking bad about Jews. You're anti-Semitic. Well, if that's what you got to label me as, because I don't want innocent fucking people dying. So if you're going to play it in its fucking entire context and content. No. And you know what? I got no fucking use for Vladimir Putin either. But I don't want innocent Russian children, women and children, or men that don't want anything to do with this shit dying.
Right.
But if you're picking up a gun and you're deciding to kill Ukrainians, then fuck you. And
that's how they weaponize it, by saying you're anti-Semitic.
I know.
By dare saying anything against Israel.
Don't you dare say anything against Israel. Well, I got news for you. Hamas and Israel and Palestine all have their shit, but I I get why some people say free Palestine. It's a fucked up situation. Benjamin Netanyahu is only in power trying to stay out of prison. The only reason Trump got elected president was doing everything he could to stay out of fucking prison. No wonder him and Netanyahu get along so good. The only difference is that we don't know that Netanyahu sexually assaulted at least 26 women. We know it's way more than that, and settled out of court with 12 children, and raped a bunch of women with Jeffrey Epstein. That's the only thing we don't know about Netanyahu. He's a shitbag too. So yeah, and we do have a person that watches this show from time to time that wanted death to all Palestinians, and that burnt me the fuck up. Why? What did they do? Well, they're going to grow up and be bad Palestinians. Well, let's give them a chance to do that.
Right.
Let's give those Russians a chance to grow up and be bad Russians. Let's give those Ukrainians a chance to grow up and be bad Ukrainians. Same as we do in America. But no, you do not. But no, if you believe in your religion or your Bible, it was thou shalt not kill until tonight. I have never heard thou shalt not murder in my life. Mm-hmm. So that is a Republican revamp is what that is.
Oh, yeah.
That's what that is. Okay.
All right. 4 through 2. Well, 4 through 1 is just plain stupid. Number 4, remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
That's the day. That's a bullshit one.
And they can't even agree on that because there's a Seventh-day Adventist who is like Saturday. Some people do it Friday. Some people are Sunday.
Chicago celebrates Saturday in the park for a reason. Maybe they were the Seventh-day guys.
There you go.
Yeah. No, that's a bullshit one. No, honor thy parent. Fuck that. My stepdad until I was, 27, 28, 28 years old was a shitbag. Alcohol made him a shitbag. And when he gave up alcohol, he turned into a pretty decent guy, and we got along fine. Got along fine. But alcohol made him a shitbag, and I whipped his ass when I was 17 years old because he broke into our apartment after we were divorced, brought a sawed-off shotgun with him. And I'm 17. I'm finally getting a little size on me. I'm finally toughening up a little bit. And he broke into the back door, and he had that, and was drunk, and had a sawed-off shotgun with him, wanted to know where Mom was. He was going to kill her. I said, no, you're not. And he said, what are you going to do to stop me? I said, you put that gun down, you chicken shit, and I'll show you. And I'd never talked to him that way before. I'd never even disrespected him before, but yet took a lot of beatings over stupid shit. And I said, you put that shotgun down, and I'll show you. So he thought he was a tough guy. He put the shotgun down. I never hit him. I never punched him, but I roughed him the fuck up. And I took the gun and went down to the police station and turned it into them. And I came back up. He was still laying in the floor because I fucked him up pretty good. Never punched him, though. Never hit him with my fist. I come back up, and I said, don't you ever come through that back door again. I said, and I went easy on you this time. Don't you ever fuck with us again. And he didn't. And then eventually he said he was sorry. And he admitted to me that he says, alcohol made me do some stupid shit. And Kenny, I hurt a lot of people, and you were the one I probably hurt the most. I said, I don't know if you hurt me the most, but you hurt me, but you hurt me a lot, and I appreciated him saying it.
Yeah, takes a man.
And I forgave him, which a lot of people have told me
takes a man to do that too.
A lot of people have told me I could not have done that, and I said, well, that's between me and him. I have to be because my son never did. My son never. He tolerated him, but never forgave him, and I said, well, that's between, I have to be the one to do it. It's not up to you. It's got to be in my heart to forgive him. And so I did. And we got along great. Took him to a lot of my wrestling shows and showed him some cool shit that he got to do before he died. And I was glad I got to do that.
That's cool.
So, all right.
You'll love number 3.
We've had a real good show for no more donations than we got because $35 of these donations were out of the kindness of Randy Macho Man Satterley's heart. And that's on top of him just taking, I'm sure, what was an expensive trip to Florida with his son. And he still helped. And he was still a big help to the show. So Thursday, I'm pretty sure will be better thanks to Donald Flowers. Hopefully Billy honors what he said he was going to do. If he does, Thursday will be a great day. It is 11:20 at night on a work night, so I guess we should go ahead and wrap this up. We did an hour and 29 minutes. Thank you so much, Coltrane, for popping in. Thank you for having some information on some shit I didn't have. Oh, where are we at on commandments?
We got 3 left here.
Let's do the last 3. That's only fair. It
3.
wouldn't be prudent to not do the last 3. Wouldn't be prudent.
Not take the Lord's name in vain.
That's bullshit. That's another bullshit one. That's the Lord. That's the Lord blowing himself. Sorry, guys. Go ahead.
Well, here's another one. You shall not make yourself a carved image.
Oh, okay. That's another one that falls right. And Carlin, if you want to watch Carlin break down the 10 Commandments, he's doing it way better than I'm doing right now. I'm actually stealing something. Like that's the same thing. That's bullshit. So he breaks it all down to where the only commandment that means shit is "Thou shalt not kill," and it's 6. "Thou shalt not murder."
Yeah.
It's 6. What's more important is don't use my name in vain.
Don't be putting no carvings of yourself up. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And number 1, you shall never have no other gods before me.
Oh, the blow me commandments.
Yeah, if I can't.
All right, now start 1, go down to 10, and I'm going to tell you where the blow me commandments are, and just ignore those.
All right. Number 1, you shall have no other gods before
me. Blow me.
You shall not make yourself a carved image.
Blow me.
Number 3, do not take the Lord's name in vain.
That's a blow me one.
4.
That's 3 blow me commandments.
In a row. Here comes 4.
Yeah, in a row. The top 3 are blow me.
Sabbath.
Not blow me. Holy. Let me make it clear.
Yeah.
He's wanting you to blow him or her.
Yes.
I never opened my diet chair. Hang on. I never opened my ice cold Pepsi. It's probably not so ice cold.
Lukewarm now, huh?
I'm dry as a fucking goose over here, and I got a drink to the right of me, and you people had me so riled up tonight that, hang on, because these commandments are important. But when I say blow me, I don't mean blow me. He's wanting you or it or whatever. he or she or it.
Keep the Sabbath holy. Okay, now it's other
that's
people.
Blow me.
Honor your mom and dad.
Fuck that. That's not necessarily a blow me, but he was the father of Jesus, I guess.
Yeah, I suppose.
So he wants Jesus not to fall out of line.
Yeah, Joseph was stepdaddy.
So those are the top 5.
That's the top 5.
And then we get to the one that might count for something. So we got 5 blow me ones right off the top, and then oh, and by the way, all this life I gave all you motherfuckers, well, just don't fuck up these first 5, but. And we're going to rewrite this 6th one here, by the way. We're going to, yeah. Hey, any of you Republicans out there, if you'd like to rewrite this one so we can keep those guns intact. Oh, God.
7, don't commit adultery.
Cassandra is never going to speak to me again.
8, don't
Cassandra,
steal.
I love you regardless, darling. I'm going to be the bigger man. I'm going to love you regardless. Go ahead. Number 7?
7, don't commit adultery.
Well, okay. I'm going to go there. We're going overtime, ladies and gentlemen, because I've been meaning to cover this. No offense, Coltrane. I've done it. You've done it.
Yeah.
Family members have done it. Marriage is a crock of shit. Marriage is some made-up bullshit that religious people came up with.
It's a tax
and it's bullshit. It is absolute bullshit because we are not fucking meant to be married. Now, there are some species that supposedly mate for life. I don't know how you fucking prove that.
Penguins.
But I try not. God love penguins. But I bet you if that penguin dies, that other penguin ain't going without. I'll tell you that right now. No. Yeah, I'm horny and, well, I guess I'm screwed, because bitch died. So,
it's just more paperwork to get rid of.
Bitch dropped dead eating way too much fish is what happened. So, no, marriage is a crock of shit, and I'm going to tell you why. Anytime, Sarah, honey, Sarah might not watch my show anymore either, because I think if I know your mom and you correctly, I would think you guys probably way more religious than me, if I had to guess. Now, Sarah, if I'm wrong, let me know. I do hope you enjoyed the show. Sarah's going, you all saw a lot of the real Kenny Bolin tonight, be that good or bad.
Hey,
Sarah,
she hung in the whole time.
Sarah, you hung in the whole time, honey. Sarah, did you learn anything tonight? Yeah, Kenny, you're an asshole.
You're nasty.
That's what I learned. My mama shouldn't like you. You're a bad man, Mr. Bolin. So, well, at least we now know. My sponsors are going, oh, God. Kenny, just stay away from Five Guys, whatever you do. Five Guys?
He creates cash.
That sounds pornographic right there. Five Guys. Where are the women? Where are the women? So, behind the scenes. So, so marriage is a crock of shit. Uh-oh, Sarah's married. No wonder she's getting out of here. So, but Coltrane's married too. I've been married, but it's a crock of shit because anytime something fails at a rate of 54% on a regular basis, and that number's bullshit, and I'll tell you why. How many old couples do you know that stay together, and there's two reasons? Well, what else are we going to do? They sleep in separate beds, have for 20 years. Both sets of my grandparents were like that. Aunt and uncle, countless family members for 20 years sleep in separate bedrooms because they don't want to be near each other.
My grandparents
but
want
they
separate
stay married
floors.
for religious beliefs. And if you factor in the Catholics, they don't believe in divorce. That throws the numbers way out of whack. There's a lot of Catholics staying together because just like that Marine. Well, my religion, we don't believe in divorce, but you believe in killing people, and you got no problem with that. Fuck you. So the numbers are probably closer to people that stay together because they think religiously they have to. And to me, that is beyond. God, I know I'm pissing a lot of people off. To me, that is insane. Why would you stay in a relationship that you're not happy in? Right. I don't want a girl with me that's not happy, and I don't want to be with a girl that doesn't make me happy. Go your separate ways and find that person that makes you happy. Guess what? They're probably not always going to make you happy. There's going to come a day and time that the bitch don't make you happy or the bastard don't make you happy. See, I'm insulting both sides. The bitch and the bastard. Because that's how you feel the day that female doesn't make you happy. You want to call her a bitch. Mm-hmm. And as a Filipino girl told me, does your husband support you and your children? No, he's a shit fuck. I said, that's great. I like that. He's a shit fuck. Okay, I'm good with that. Learn you hate Netflix. Well, I don't hate Netflix. They just ain't getting my $23 a month. That's all. But Sarah is a very sweet person. I think for the time being is happily married. Now her mother has been married, but I think her mother currently is in a relationship for like 6 years. Well, that's longer than I was married. Now I was in a relationship for 6 years, but I was married for 4. And I still care about her. I just didn't want to be married to her.
Right.
You know? I just didn't want to be married to her. And
okay.
She probably didn't want to be married to me. Because
like what you guys are.
Religiously, I'm either atheist, agnostic, or whatever the hell I am. Mm-hmm. And she is a devout Catholic. Well, I guarantee you add up our income. She's probably to this day makes more money than I do. She's a registered nurse. I guarantee you she makes more fucking money than I do. Her husband's very successful. He's a devout Catholic. He makes more money than her, and he's now retired. So they got a shitload of fucking money coming into that home over there. But I got family members that will tell you that I give 10 times the money to charity that they do. Oh, Coltrane, I don't know if we told you this or not. Bob looked up the numbers of how much money that we have donated on this show just over the last 2 years between Pangea, PayPal, well, of course, Venmo, Sendwave. At Sendwave, just in my account alone, we were closing in on $10,000 tonight. That's just in Sendwave. You add in what Bob has done, what you have done, and then you factor in Pangea and what other... Do you remember the other one we used before Pangea? Because remember, we got shut down on 2 of them because we sent too much money.
I don't remember the name, but I remember what you're talking about.
I can't remember what the one before Pangea was. But we are now sneaking up on the 30,000... No, Gcash is a Filipino thing.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Cash App is Cash App is us. Gcash is Filipino. I was also asked to donate to somebody that we couldn't send money to their store. Asked me if I could use PayMaya. We have tried PayMaya before, and I don't think it works here. I didn't have any luck. Hang on, I got to see.
PayMaya had a different name. There were like 2 names attached to it.
Oh, that's been coming on for a little bit. But no, marriage is doomed to fail. And now I truly think that Coltrane and his wife are happy. I don't know if it's always going to be that way, but it is now.
Sometimes I want to throw her down the steps, but you know.
but you don't. That's where
exactly.
restraint comes in.
Exactly.
And in the private conversations I've had with her when I was laying next to her, sleeping with her, having sex with her, she said there's days I want to throw him down the steps.
Absolutely.
God damn it, I wasn't supposed to say any of that shit. Fuck. God damn it. And Coltrane knows that's he's Bolin, you lying, you wouldn't sleep with a white woman if your life depended on it.
There you go. You know, and I've always been of the
Sarah
thought
going, well, I guess I'm safe.
I've always been of the thought that why would I be jealous of something that I have? You know what I mean? If somebody else wants it, why should I be jealous? I have it.
If someone else wants it, well, shame on them for trying to take what you have. Because I've had girls like that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And, well, Kenny, I want to come over and stay the weekend with you. My husband's out of town. No. 2 reasons. I don't know what a psycho your fucking husband is.
Right.
And if he finds out, he's going to want to come over here and kill me. And my 3 dogs are going to fucking eat his nuts. At least 2 of them are. He might get 1 of them. He ain't going to get all 3.
Have him hanging on your rearview mirror.
And number 2, if you're so unhappy with him, leave him.
Right.
And when you leave him and it's officially over, if you want to have a relationship with me and I still feel that way and I want to be a part of that, that's cool. But no, I'm not going to be a participant to the cheating part. And I won't. And I got a few family members that feel the same way. No, I'm not going to do it. And the reason is because none of us like to be cheated on.
Right.
So why would we do it if you don't want it done to you, right?
Exactly.
Hi, BB. Yeah, we still got a few Filipino people watching the show. And everybody pretty much behaved themselves tonight, so the Filipinos got a bit of a bonus.
Yeah, they did.
We did come up about $35 short of our goal, I think. Let me look real quick. So if you're watching the show and you got some good information here tonight and you were entertained and you don't mind that I don't blow Trump or shit like that, or Jesus or a flag
I think
or anything.
people love the truth, you know, regardless of what it is. If you're coming from the heart.
Yeah. That's kind of how I look at it. No, we never got any more donations. Well, this was once again a hell of a show. This is, in my opinion, 3 really good shows we've done in a row. A couple of thousand views on the Hulk Hogan show because that's what they wanted. They wanted to hear about Hogan. Brother. But I can only really answer the questions that you all ask. But marriage is a crock of shit. The first 5 commandments are a crock of shit. The 6th one has been altered. Do not murder. Yeah, fuck you. Just quit killing. God damn it, quit killing. I got at least 7 people that have wished me dead, and I do not wish to kill any of them. If someone handed me a gun and said, Kenny, you get a pass, shoot Trump right in the head, let's end this shit. Couldn't do it. I hate the motherfucker. I can't stand him. He's a piece of shit.
He's martyr immediately, too.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not going to be the one to do that. I'm not going to be the one to kill any of the 7 or 8 people that have wished me dead. They're going to die eventually, and I'll have a smirk on my face, and that'll be good enough. Just like, and like I said, we're all going to miss Hulk Hogan, the wrestler. There's a lot of us that aren't not going to miss Terry Bollea, the habitual racist and homophobe. And I didn't wish him dead, and I didn't kill him.
Apparently daughter abuser, too.
A daughter abuser as well, and I feel bad for Jimmy Hart. But I'd be the first to tell Jimmy Hart, if you loved him, you should have intervened. And I love Jimmy Hart. Jimmy Hart's a good man.
Was he?
But he was associating with a man that wasn't good, and he knew it. And you got to intervene.
Yeah.
With my old friend, I tried to intervene a few times on shit that I did not care about, that I knew he was doing, and he didn't give a shit. So, you know.
New when they're adults, you know.
Yeah. Oh, I loved my old buddy was doing a show on Hogan and talking about, well, we wanted to have all of our facts in a row. I did hear a little bit of it. It come up on my TV. I said, well, let's hear how this shit goes. Because I know how Last is, and I know how Jimmy is, and I know their true opinions about certain things. So the Hogan thing comes up and the racism, and, well, we didn't want to necessarily have breaking news. We wanted to make sure we had all our facts in a row. We're here to give the facts, not to break the news. And Hogan had his controversies. No, they weren't controversies. You know what he did. You know what he did, and you know there's a lot of people in the wrestling business that agreed with him. And if you were standing on that stage crying, and the only one I'm giving the pass is Jimmy Hart.
Right. Right.
And I was
and
told,
his son,
and his son. I was told that Jimmy Hart, I'll give his son a pass. I was told that Jimmy Hart was crying for 2 reasons. He really loved Terry Bollea, and his meal ticket was dead.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah. Well, I didn't say it. Someone else did. And I'm going, okay, there's some truth to that.
Did you see the looks of I could give a shit less from all the Samoans and brothers out there?
Yes, I did. And you're going to love this. I want you to go back, and I want you to watch when they've done the 10-bell salute. They're all standing on the stage, and the camera's panning around to the crowd. And I'm blown away in Cleveland that everybody's going along with this shit. There's enough black people in Cleveland that were in that arena going, fuck that motherfucker. But I only saw one, and I don't know if it was selective panning and scanning of the camera. I don't know if it was pre-shot. I don't know. But there's 2 things I noticed. The first one I noticed is that they're panning, and I'm guessing his age. I don't know the kid's age, but if I'm guessing, he's 10 or 11. And he's a little black. And he's a little black kid. He's a little black kid. And if you go back and watch it, you'll find him because it's pretty obvious. He's a little black kid, and everyone else is holding up Hogan shirts and rest in peace Hogan, holding up their action figures and all their great signs, and everybody's so sad. And there's this one little black kid off to the, as I'm looking at my screen, he would have been on the right-hand side of the screen. This little black kid's going, he is not putting that shit over. Fuck you. I know he's a racist. You know he's a racist. Fuck you. Fuck everybody. No, I ain't doing it. And I'm going, yeah. One fucking kid out of that arena said, fuck you. And it was a little black kid, about 10 or 11. And if you go back and watch it, you're going to see him. I want to interview that kid. What were you saying to those motherfuckers? Because you weren't turning down ice cream, son. They were trying to make you pay homage to something you didn't want to pay homage to. And I've been there. I didn't bow my head for the flag, and I didn't pray to no invisible God. So,
I wonder how much the sound was like B-roll.
Well, here you go. Because that's exactly what I was expecting, was a 100% B-roll to make sure that the crowd didn't pull a Los Angeles and just fuck him out of the building.
Right.
So I was amazed at how well it was going. They tried to get that Hogan chant going at the very end, and it was very faint. It was very
mild.
It was very faint. The crickets were starting to dominate, going, all right, I hear the crickets. Where are the Hogan chants? And the Hogan. And if had it been a great Hogan chant, it would have kept rolling. But it was nothing. And it was Hogan, and then they just faded after like
now,
the
who'd
second
have thought
Hogan
20 years
when
ago,
they knew they weren't going to get shit.
Yeah.
And so that was the closest thing to a stand-up that I saw in Cleveland. Was it kind of faded. I had Filipinos get mad at me because they don't know all this shit about Hogan.
Yeah.
My little friend Justin wrote me, Uncle, how sad are you about? Oh, we're all so sad over here. I said, I'm not. I said, I didn't wish him dead. I said, but he was a shitbag. Terry Bollea was a shitbag. Hulk Hogan, the wrestler that you know, what you saw, great character. I said, the person, I knew him, met him a few times. I have to admit, he wasn't the shitbag that I know. But then again, he probably was. I just didn't know.
He was a great showman.
Yeah, I just didn't know. He was a great showman. And I said, no. So my friend eventually is fighting me. He said, no, you can't say that about Hulk Hogan. He's great, Daddy. Great uncle. He's a hero. No, that's not what heroes are, son. That's not what they are. So finally he caves in. Well, I didn't know all those things. I said, well, that's why you have me. Right. I do know these things. And I worked inside the business enough. And I said, hey, I get to take credit for teaching him how to do a promo. Now, did I have anything to do with it? I don't know, but it's a great story. Right. It's a fucking story. It's a true story. But did he take that one promo and become Hulk Hogan? I didn't do a promo like Hulk Hogan. He developed his own style. So, but it's just a story. If anybody wants to like Hulk Hogan a lot, it's me. But for who he is, I can't. And that's just the bottom line of that.
And to be
so I listened to Cornette shit long enough to know
was he blowing
they are scared. They're scared terribly to get too deeply into this racism shit. There's a reason they don't do live
because some
shows.
Other shit might resurface, huh, Jimmy?
Well, well, it could, it could because somebody had audio tapes of Hogan. Well, I know somebody else has got audio tapes, and They'll stay where they are. They'll stay where they are as long as Stephen P. New doesn't come around trying to fucking sue people, for saying the truth. They'll stay where they are. If they don't, well, okay. You ain't going to get anything anyway. We'll have some fun.
Think about the year 2000.
And I know people in Texas, Louisiana, Florida, Tennessee. Is there another state? Louisiana, Texas, Tennessee. Oh, Kentucky.
I'm sure Alabama.
I forgot about Kentucky. I personally don't know anybody with residence in Alabama, but all the other people probably do. And all these people have told me stories that they swear is true. And all these people have names. And trust me, some of you out there, you don't want those people coming into a courtroom, because the one in Texas, the one in Louisiana, the one in Tennessee, the one in Louisville, Louisville, the one in Louisville has at least 3, and then they know others that said they would come forward too, of what happened when they were young girls. And so there's a lot of people that'll come forward. It's like I said, I didn't see any of it happen, but I've heard a lot of things, and these people can testify if that's what they want to do. And I was told that if I got sued and I needed to subpoena them, that they would gladly come forward. Now, why they haven't done it before, I don't know. I know why 3 or 4 of them in Louisville have not, because they think they will be bullied and fucked with to death by those that love and support people that do such a thing. So I get why they haven't done it, but apparently there's a breaking point to where they will come forward. It's just like this shit with Trump and Epstein. 3 or 4 of them have come forward. And one of them committed suicide in, of all places, Western Australia. That's where Perth is, Western Australia. And she committed suicide not long ago, about 3 months ago. Not a word of compassion out of the Trump organization over the girl who used to work for Trump, who committed suicide that was violated at least by Jeffrey Epstein. He recruited her from Mar-a-Lago. Remember, he didn't have any other jobs to offer them. He didn't have a spa. He didn't have a gym membership. He didn't have a hotel. But Trump was upset. He's such a horrible person. He stole my employees. To do what and go where? No, he didn't. He recruited the young girls that you had there that were already doing bad things, and he paid them more to do those bad things. And you know that. So, we got anything else to add?
Nothing other than, did you hear that Buff had a leg amputation?
Yes, I knew that because of the Maven. And I was a little critical over Maven over making a TV production out of this to make money. Unless he's given every dime he makes off of that show to Buff, I criticize that.
See, I haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah, I saw a lot of it, and he takes he says, "Now I wouldn't get in my car and make an 800-mile trip for a lot of people, but I'm going to do it for Buff." Well, number one, I don't know how the fuck he got to be such good friends with Buff anyway.
I can't remember when their paths ever crossed.
I don't know how that would have happened, but they are friends. There's no doubt about that. They are friends. But instead of taking a plane to be with his friend in a couple of hours the day that he's going to have the amputation, and to go there and be with him and be a friend, he makes a big television production out of it, drives across country with a camera crew, goes to his door, Buff's waiting on him. "Oh, no, Buff, don't get up. Don't get up." And, or you could have flew there and been there days ago and been there to support him. And if you want to do a television show, why don't you make the announcement that 100% of whatever this TV show makes goes to Buff? And maybe it is. I don't think so. Prove me wrong. If 100% of the money of that television production goes to help Buff, okay. I was a little critical of Buff. I even had family members interject with me. He says, "Well, yeah, he was drunk. Yeah, he did some shit he shouldn't have done. But he has made up for that." I said, even Diamond Dallas Page hasn't been able to save him. And Dallas saves everybody.
Right.
He has had relapse after relapse. He said, "But Dad, you don't understand addiction." And I said, "Well, no, I don't."
He had a father that was basically giving him cocaine because he grew up as a rich boy.
Oh, gee. Well, yeah.
Of all places.
See, and to a degree, he's right. I don't understand addiction.
Yeah.
I give these up for short periods of times every now and then. I gave them up for about a year once. But I love a Pepsi. But Pepsis don't make me go out and do horrible things. They don't make me drive bad. They don't make me violate women. They don't make me a fucking pain in the ass to be around because I hate a drunk and I hate a pothead. No offense. But I've never seen you the way, and I'll tell you, I had a family member. Stupid. Yeah, I had a family member that when she did it, got stupid, and I didn't want her around. Like, take your stupidity somewhere else. You drive me nuts. Yeah,
and then if she
drank, she was even worse.
Oh, see, drinking is way worse because pot just basically it makes you slow down. You'll start thinking maybe too deep.
The reason I don't give anybody any heat over the pot is that if it makes you feel better and it's getting you through pain, gets you through anxiety, it's just something I've never had. Fuck, if smoking pot made my life 90% better, I'd probably do it too. Especially if it ain't illegal.
Right. You gotta live in a state where you can just buy it at the store.
I think there's areas in Kentucky you can do that now.
Yeah.
Not everywhere, but there's areas. Yeah, there's areas. Well, we only got 15 people left with us, and we gave you an hour and 55 minutes.
We gave you what we need to give you.
For a grand total of $85. So hopefully those of you watching after the show, if there's 4 or 5 of you out there that can give $10, you don't realize how much help you'll be for these kids. And so help us help them. That's all we're asking of you. And you got a hell of a fucking show tonight. This was a good show.
Yeah, it was.
You might hate me a little bit more, but that's fine. I don't care. I do not care.
You know, but hate is so tied with love.
It kind of is. Well, that's what the trolls are. Yeah. The trolls love to hate me, and that's why they never go away. Mm-hmm. That's why they're always around, and they watch every show.
Indifference is the opposite of love.
Indifference. Well, there you go. There you go. Well, boss, I appreciate your help, and
always.
I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to let the dogs out. I'm going to watch a little Colbert. Watch a little.
Are you done with
news.
Poker Face yet?
Pardon?
Are you done with Poker Face yet?
I haven't even started Poker Face.
Oh, really? Oh,
I've seen the one episode. I've seen 1 or 2 episodes. It
gets better and better.
Maybe 3. I think I'm up to 3 episodes of Poker. I forgot.
Yeah,
my Cody quit working for a while. I'm behind on Negan in a Dead City. I've only seen like 3 episodes. Oh, and South Park, blow me.
Oh yeah.
It was a great episode. And you're bragging about how many seasons you've done. Do you know how many episodes per season that they've done in the last 2 seasons? 6.
Oh, 6?
6.
Oh, yeah.
6 episodes. You know how many seasons you know how many episodes they did in the 2 seasons before that?
26.
4.
Oh God, really?
You know how many episodes they did in the 3 or 4 seasons before that?
2.
10.
10. Okay. Damn.
So I think 10 is the. I think 10 is the peak. 2's not a season. 4's not a season. 6 ain't a season. Shut the fuck up.
Remember, a season was always 22 to 25 episodes.
Guess how many episodes that the first season of Lost in Space was?
64.
That's a lot. If memory serves me correctly, Lost in Space and a few other shows back in the early to mid 60s would go 36 to 39 episodes.
I know Hitchcock, there's like 30-something episodes every season.
Guess how many episodes of Monday Night Raw are in a year? 52. New episode every week. And they're right.
Kicked off by the dog show.
And this is where Russo and many others are right. It's hard to write 52 weeks of fucking good television. Not an hour show. Fucking 10, 15 hours of shows every week.
And then
when you add up all the goddamn shows,
yeah.
Write 15 hours of television every week for 52 weeks. You can't. You can't write
That's
good
why it needs
television.
To go back to actual talent. Like, just give them a microphone, give them a bullet point, and just let them go instead of trying to do a whole script.
What you're saying is, Coltrane, is hire the king of Netflix.
Give
him a microphone. Boom. Give him 1 hour, 58 minutes, and 40 seconds, and he'll find a way to entertain somebody.
Hell yes.
This should be a Netflix special in itself. The Kenny Bolin, the train, the banger, Bobby Banks, the banger, and
I like that.
And the king, the banger. That might be his nickname.
The banger.
All right, guy. I'm gonna no post show tonight. Let's just get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Facebook, you got a bone tonight, and we'll be back here Thursday night. And tribute to Donald Flowers' daughter, graduating college and about to become a school teacher.
All right.
And we're gonna do something special for her that night that she doesn't know about.
Nice.
So for Bobby Bangs, for the train. The train is always running late, and it was very late tonight. But then I made him later because I made the train fucking sit there and burn fuel.
In the green room.
With no snacks, no granola, no nothing.
No fans. It was hot.
No, there was nothing there.
No
and
fans.
But are you with us Thursday night?
I should be here, yes.
Thursday should be a fun show. Real quickly, thank you to Arby's, Five Guys, our good folks at Blaze Pizza, Carrabba's, the Fish House, and of course PayPal and Venmo, the preferred way to donate, which many of you did not use tonight, but you still have an opportunity to do so. So until Thursday night, 9:05 p.m., I'm the Starmaker, that's the train, and we did say a good